Today we're going to check out this LaserPecker 4 and I'm kind of intrigued, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome. If this is your first time here, my name's Roy. If you've been here before, welcome back. We're really glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about sublimation and lasers. And today we're going to check out this LaserPecker 4 and see what it's all about. I have to tell you, I absolutely love these small portable lasers for a bunch of reasons. One, they don't take a lot of space up in your house or your apartment or your studio or wherever you are. And two, they're very easy to take to shows or to have at a business if you want one. Let me get this out of the box real quick. Here it is in its final box, the non-shipping boxes. And I'm not gonna do an unboxing, but I do wanna take a look at this and see how it's packaged and what it looks like. And this thing's packaged really well. This really is a sweet machine. This LaserPecker 4 is a dual laser. It has a 10 watt, 450 nanometer diode laser, as well as a 2 watt, 1064 nanometer infrared laser. What does that mean? That means it's got two of them and it's cool. I have never seen a LaserPecker 4, so I'm very intrigued. Again, I do like the small setup. I'm gonna pull this out. It looks like to be a couple of test things, a small ruler, that's nice. And so yeah, it looks like it's packaged really well. Let's get all of this out on the table and take a look at it. Before we go any further, let me talk for a second about this laser, how it's packaged, and these parts right here. First off, it is without question the best packaged laser I've ever seen. Packaged really, really nice, really tight. I would have zero concern about anything being broken. I absolutely love the fact that they've got these little boxes with the name on it, what's in it. And I know that's silly, but for me, it's just, I love it. There's the rotary extension parts, power adapter, elevation unit parts, goggle case, which I'm guessing it comes with its own goggles, fantastic, an AC cord and a USB cable. There's also a LaserPecker 4 user manual, which I'm going to go over and put this thing together, and then there's a slide extension manual and a rotary extension manual if you get the package with the rotary and slide extension. I'm really impressed so far. Normally I would say I'm a little bit intimidated because these parts and pieces, you have to put it together, but I can tell you by just looking at it, it's a snap this to that and go. So let me do that and then we'll come back after we've put it together. I was gonna do a slow motion of me assembling this and taking the time to put it together, but after reading the user manual, it's so simple. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to put it together right now. And I do this because you need to know that while it comes in all these parts and pieces, it's easy. So what we're gonna do is, this is the actual laser right here. We'll use that in a second. We've got the base here. I think they call it the base. I'm not sure what they call it. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is part of the rotary extension, as is this. So what we wanna do is we wanna take this base and add this little tower to it by setting this in here and screwing it in with 4 screws. So let's do that. Yeah, do not be intimidated by this. This is just putting a couple of parts and pieces together. Very, very easy to do. All of the tools are included, and there you have it. This is just as cool as sliced bread. So look at this little box that they've got here, and then open it up, and it's got everything labeled exactly what you need. This is really, really awesome. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is attach the actual laser to the machine, and we do that by putting this screw right in here. Couldn't be any easier. And this just screws into place. It's pretty much done, if I'm not mistaken. This will rotate in order to be able to do different projects. If you want to do something against the wall, I'm pretty sure we'll have to look into it, but I think this thing rotates. And then the last thing is this This laser cover is kind of awesome too, because you take the cap off and you take this and just set it right up there. And I think I've got it backwards, but anyway, that's really, really, really cool. Okay, so that's it. 4 screws, and then screw this on and you have the laser put together. Here's your little tray. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go over all of the electronics to it. And what I mean by electronics is we're gonna plug it in. I did want to point something out first. A few minutes ago, I set this on here and I was a little miffed that it didn't sit flush. All you gotta do is push it in real good and it sits perfectly flush. Anyway, let's plug this thing in. The first thing we're gonna plug in is the power cord, and it goes right here. Then we want to remove the cap, put the safety cover on, and we will connect it. And then we want to connect the tower to the unit by doing that. So now we are connected. The only thing I need to do is plug it in. There are a couple of ways to raise and lower the laser head. One is by using these controls at the top of the electric stand. If you long press the arrow that's facing forward and then let go, you'll get a continuous descent. Just press it one more time to stop it. Or you can do short presses for descending in increments of 1 millimeter. Same with going up. If you long press the arrow facing backwards, you'll get a continuous rise. Touch it once to stop it, and then you can do short presses for ascending increments of 1 millimeter. The other way is to use these buttons on the app to raise and lower it. That's typically what I've been using because I'm in the app when I'm doing it. One of the things you obviously need to do is to get your substrate in focus with the laser. There are 2 ways to do this. One is to measure the distance between the top of the laser head and the top of the surface of what you are going to be engraving. That's why they include this ruler. The other way, and the way I prefer, is to use the 2 red dots and move the laser up or down until those 2 red dots merge into 1 red dot on the top of the surface you're getting ready to laser. I also wanted to point out that on the top of this laser, it's got a really cool feature. You can easily swipe between the diode laser and the infrared laser by just swiping back and forth. That's really, really cool. And then you can also put the laser to sleep by hitting that little sleep button. And then when you're ready to turn it back on, just tap anywhere on that screen and it'll come back on. So that's a pretty darn cool feature. The next thing we're going to do is download the software. I'm actually going to use my iPad to control this laser. I know a lot of other lasers offer the use of a mobile device. I've never done that, so I'm kind of excited about just starting out of the gate using the iPad. I will tell you the process is super easy. All you have to do is download the app, create an account, and then it's going to say no device is connected. Click on that, you'll see your laser, select it, and it will automatically connect you. It was just super easy. So let's go into the app now, create something, and put this laser to the test. Here we are in the app. There are actually a couple of ways to connect. You can go down to create, and it'll say device not connected, or you can go to the top left where it says click here to connect your LaserPecker. It will find it. It's recognizing it, but it's not connected. I'll click on it and it connects it. So that's just super, super easy. So actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go to album and I'm going to select an image that I had created before. And we are going to set this. I have my image on the screen ready to go. I need to make sure that it is the right size. I'm doing this upside down, so bear with me. You know what I need to do first? Tell you what I need to do. I'm going to take this off because I'm only doing 1 right now. And it's just hard to maneuver from this angle. I'm going to try to get this thing lined up as close as I can. Let me hit preview. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to adjust the focus by getting those two red dots together. Now, as you can see, by getting those together, I'm reducing the size of the, let me get over here, I'm reducing the size of the image. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back, now that it's in focus, and I'm going to make sure that it is as close to the right size as it can be. And again, this would be much easier to do if I were sitting over it, but I'm not. So it might be a little off because I'm not right on top of it, but we will see. Now I want to preview, go back to preview mode. This is going to give me my range. I'm going to hit next. And now is where I will pick, I think I'm going to go with 4K. I want this to be nice and sharp. We're going to send the file. And now it's going to give me all of the information that I have. I'm going to click on the 1064 nanometer, and then I need to, it's selected the aluminum oxide, that's what I want. And I'm going to do one pass, the depth is 72%, power is 46. Those are standard that the machine picked, so I'm going to leave those. I need to get my glasses, hang on. Okay, got my glasses. We are going to hit start and see what happens. Well, something's happening. 98, 99, and 100%. That came out awesome. I am blown away. The quality is impeccable on that. So check that out. That's amazing. Very, very impressive. So it will laser these business cards to perfection. Let's try a piece of wood. Let's engrave something on a piece of wood before we wrap it up, okay? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna create an image, basically just some text. Let's see, what great Father's Day gift idea. Boy, it sure would be. Okay, okay, and then we're going to select a font. We'll go with, I don't know what you think. Let's do Rockwell Bold. And then we want to increase the size. Let's align it center. I'm going to hit preview, preview. And now the laser brightness, if I didn't mention it before, I can raise and lower that brightness. I don't really need it that bright, although I've got some studio lights on, so I had it a little bit brighter than I probably normally would. But it's looking good, so I'm going to hit next. And let's do 4K on this. And I'm going to send the file. I want to go with a 450 nanometer laser. And we are going to go with, let's go with basswood plank. What do you think? And let me go. Yeah, I think that's good. Basswood plank. We're going to hit start. And we engrave. This is coming along fantastic. I will tell you that I am in an enclosed space with no exhaust, and I don't have the protective cover with the fan on right now. The smoke is not bad at all. It probably looks worse than it is, but if you hear an Italian lady screaming, that's my wife telling me that I need to fix this, do something. I just moved, and the area that I do the YouTube videos doesn't have an ability to do an exhaust. So I'm going to have to set up an area in the garage to do the actual lasering, and then other videos can be done in a new studio I'm working on. That's kind of where I am right now. So this text says, what a great Father's Day gift idea. And oof, probably by the time you watch this, Father's Day will be over, but what a great Father's Day gift idea this would be. This laser is kind of amazing. And I know I mentioned it before. I love the idea of the small laser. It doesn't take much space up in the house, and it's easy to transport if you're doing shows. So I did want to let you know that LaserPecker did send me this laser. They're not paying me for doing this video, and I talked to them before accepting this, letting them know that I was going to give very, very honest feedback. So you're going to get a recap here in a few minutes at the end. It will be very, very honest. I'm going to tell you something I don't like about it, and then some things I love about it. So, and it looks like this is just about done. Amazing, just amazing. What a great Father's Day gift idea. Oh, and also I have an affiliate link in the description. If you decide to get one of these, definitely use that affiliate link. It's not gonna cost you anymore, and it's a great way to support this channel for free. Quick but very important note, I just found out if you purchase this LaserPecker 4 between now and June 16th of 2024, you get 20% off for Father's Day. That's pretty darn good. Between now and June 16th, using my affiliate link in the description, you get 20% off of the LaserPecker 4. Now back to the show. Anyway, this is awesome. I am really, really impressed. So what do I love and what do I not love about the LaserPecker 4? What I love is the packaging. It came packed as good as better than any laser I've ever seen before. Was not worried, as soon as I started taking the things out, I was not worried about anything being broken. Also, I thought I was gonna be intimidated because I knew I had to put it together. It literally was 4 screws at the bottom of the base and then attaching the actual laser to the, let me turn it off, attaching the laser to this arm right here. What I'm not sure about yet, and I don't know that I like, is the way, I love the way this attaches to the, here, let me raise this up a little bit. So I love the way this attaches with a magnet. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to batch process. Other than that, this machine is unbelievable. I did want to point out that that if you purchase it, it comes in different configurations. The configuration that I got included the rotary attachment and the larger extension bed. You can get just the laser, you can get the laser with the rotary attachment, or you can get the laser with the extension bed. This thing's amazing. I really was expecting it to be good, but not as great as it has been. It's a beautiful machine. I'm going to be doing several more videos. I'll do a video on the rotary tool, we'll do one on the extension, and then probably just some more videos on making some stuff, because I've got a couple of cool ideas on some things that that I can laser that I haven't seen too many people talk about. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, definitely subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click the notification bell so you will know when other videos come out. I really appreciate you. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic day. Portable lasers. Like I say, stick your in. It's time to check out this LaserPecker 4, so stick around.